All right, how's everybody doing today? So, on this episode of Windrose, what we're looking to do is continue what the process we started from yesterday, with collecting everything needed to move forward with the quest line. So, as of right now, yesterday we built the house, we have that all set up. Let me feed my character real quick. Okay, now we're gonna go here. We need to get ourselves fully geared up before we continue with anything. So it looks like we need to collect. I already got the chest piece. So it looks like we need 6 more pieces of the leather. So let's go hunt down some boars and kill ourselves some boars today. How's everybody doing this morning? Let me know what you guys tried out the game yet. Leave me some feedback down in the comment section. Would be awesome. Sorry about that for a second. I was scratching my eye and my mouse trailed. Alright, let's go ahead and go to this ruins over here, see what we can find goodies wise. Oh, this one we're gonna chop this down. Alright, so here we got a couple goodies we can look for. We do have a fast travel bell, a lamp. Fast travels you guys will get to see later on what all do they entail with. So continue to go here. Let me double check. Make sure there's nothing else. Open up my map. Got another check mark done. So that means this area has been completed. Go ahead and work our way towards our next marker, which will go right here. If I believe right, that's the area where it's a boar over there. That's the area where we would go to mine. It's a copper mine based off of my last playthrough. So you got 4 pieces. Yep, that was the copper mine. Yep, this is where you'll go in a cave in here and you will mine for copper, which it will be something that we do through this playthrough. Now we are playing the demo. The game, as of when I checked last night, does not have a release date at the moment, but I definitely already have it on my wish list on Steam. All right, here's another one. We got some dodos. Just need to recoup some of my stamina. Don't have enough space. It's really not too much of a need through this playthrough. myself bandaged up. I'll drop those because those initially aren't really needed at the moment. We go here. Yep. I still need to make the boots for this quest line. Looks like we're missing one more chest to loot. And I believe it was... Yep, that was down here in the cellar. This is where we got to be careful due to the fact that these guys right now are still higher level than I am. There we go. We got those guys taken care of. And again, at this point in the game, you're still going to feel a little bit weak. Due to their leveling system, it is different than any other game that I recall ever playing. These are easy to get, so we'll drop that. Talisman can be used for upgrading based off of what I've read from my previous playthrough. And we'll go through and we'll exit the cellar. If I believe correctly, that's everything. Yep, that's everything done in this area. Let me heal my guy up. So I want to get all the locations found on here and completed, and if everything goes correctly, got a couple new discoveries, so we can do a fast travel bell. We'll go back to character, curiosities. So this game is portrayed off in the Caribbean. Go ahead and put that in the journal. Here's a couple things for us to unlock. As an adventures. It's our next unlock, so we're going to keep on working our way over here. In the process, keeping ourselves out for boars. So at some point in the game, we are going to get to a point where we need to mine clay. This is what the clay looks like. Most of the time, you find them in the grass area, but relatively close to the sand. And this is the one, even during the initial playthrough, I was never able to figure out everything going on in here. Collect that fiber that we need. But if you take a look, see? Chest looted. So we'll come back to this one afterwards. We'll head back to the base and continue See if we find a couple more boars so I can. There's two right up there. So with those two, I believe we'll have enough to make the full set of full gear. Now you need to watch out because that's a level 3 one. Alright. That being said, I believe now we have a full set of gear. Let me heal up my character one more time. I do have those potions, but I'm gonna save those potions for something else we're gonna run into later on. So that being said, if you guys tried the game, let me know what you guys think. If you had the chance to, or are you thinking about downloading the demo, experience it yourself? And once you experience it, let me know if this is something that catches your eye that you want to pick up. And once the game fully releases, I will be doing a series with a couple streams in the process of it. So more than welcome to come and join me and hang out and spend some time during those. Definitely love to see you guys there. There is a sprint button. I just have a tendency to forget to use it. Go to curiosities. Got another set of so we need to make. What we'll do is we'll make the pants, the gloves, and the boots. So let's get some more pieces of fiber. A couple more of those made. I believe with 6 of them we should be good. Craft that. We'll craft that and craft the boots. Tell you what we're gonna do is we're gonna sit down and let's make some storage crates. Eventually we will upgrade everything to the next tier up. But for right now, there we go. Got everything set up for that. Let's get some storage crates built. We don't have the nails for those yet. So what we're gonna do is make 5 pieces of rope and 9 more pieces of coarse fabric. So rope. Those. So it looks like we need to go on a hunt. Actually, I believe we have enough pieces of wood. I'll go ahead and build a fast travel bell so you guys can see what that all in all entails of. So, inventory. We will have to cook some more before we go out fighting because my character is hungry. And when the characters are hungry, there's really thing because if you take a look, now you have less health. So you always want to make sure your characters are properly fed. No, in the beginning of the game, it was talking about something about rum. I really haven't used that buff too much on the first playthrough, so maybe we'll experience with that today in this playthrough. There we go. So pretty much what these fast travel bells do, you have to put it by the water, but what it is if you put one through and depending on the island, you can fast travel to different islands. Okay, if you see there's a ship right there. Eventually we'll get to that point where we can fight other ships, but for the time being, it's one of those just we're not at that point yet. Go here. So now what it wants us to do is go mine that copper and forge us a new one. So what we're gonna need to do is build ourselves a forge. But I do want to get these storage bins done first because our inventory is pretty packed up. So we're definitely gonna need those. So let's go get some fabric first before we continue. Nope. Look at that. We got another boar right there. We'll kill that. And with that, it should give us enough pieces to make my... Nah, still need one more to make the last gear piece we need. In this case, let me try something real quick. Move that up there. We'll give this a try. All right, there we go. We got enough hide now to make our last gear piece. So in the process, there's another boar. All right, might as well get this last one in there too. Let's heal up my guy. So in this game, you can use wraps to heal you. Collect enough of these on our way back to the base. So a stack of these, I believe, is 100 per stack. So there we go. We should be able to make a couple storage containers. That way we don't have to be constantly emptying out our stuff like that. These don't have the most, but at least the nice part is at least the nice part is we wouldn't have to, we're gonna cook that food, so we're gonna put that in there, that in there. Bone beads. Lamp's gonna be good. I have yet to still figure it out, so we'll move that over. The nice part is whatever you have in your storage chest will show up, so you don't have to keep it on your character when you guys begin to craft stuff. Alright, now we got empty inventory. Let's go ahead and craft that last piece. I need, oh, you know what? Get those off of there. Get those equipped on the character. Alright, give us a little bit more defense. So we're going to need about 2 more pieces of that coarse fabric. So we're going to go ahead and make 2 more. Alright. Get our bandana put on there. Alright. It's starting to look like a pirate every day more and more and more. Alright. Now, for the next step that we need is cook some of this food. Because my character is hungry, so we're definitely going to need... Make some bacon and eggs. Dodo broth. Make all those right now. Take all. Now we have bacon and eggs, we have dodo broth, whatever else is, if it's not in the hot bar, I'm going to put it away. These I like to keep with me, just in case, if anything happens and I need to make something real quick. Bandages, let's make, some of that, get some bandages made. And as you take a look, eventually we'll get that stuff taken care of. But for right now, we're going to the mine. We're going to go and mine some right now. Go get some copper. So we did locate where the copper was. Spoke to you guys about that earlier to show you. So we're going to go to that cave and go collect some copper. In the process, I'm going to take advantage and grab as much of this fabric still that took down. Keep on going, working our way towards the cave. And actually, since we cooked some food, let's let the guy eat some food real quick. You notice how my XP, not my XP, my health jumped up. Alright, we're working our way in here right now. So here, usually I haven't ran into any mobs. relatively good. All right, I got some copper. It does drain a lot of your stamina. Um, well, since I haven't leveled up, there's really not a whole lot I can do about that because again, the leveling mechanics in this game's a little bit different than what some of us are used to in most titles, where you can use this stuff and you will level up. Take a look. I gotta get some rest. I am collecting some stone in the process as you mine, but I wanted to come in here and do this and collect as much as I can. If I remember correctly, what I noticed of the playthrough, every end game day, this does respawn up, so you can come back in here and collect more. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this taken, get this all mined up. Apologize if you guys hear my dog in the background. He's messing around with the cats. He has a tendency to try to want to mess around with my one cat Pepper. And she's a little sassy little thing, so. So there you go. See? So I got all the copper from here. If I remember right, there's another area that has more. Another copper right there, see? So what we want to do is try to collect as much as we can. So we'll get that all collected up. It does get annoying because you have to wait till your stamina comes back up, but the more higher up in levels you get, the more you can stick to doing this stuff. And in the process, another reason why I want to get this done, because I do want to be able to upgrade to iron weapons and get a better sword, and on top of that, get a better musket. Because the one I have right now, it's only a one shot. So it's really not going to help us out anything at the moment. I believe there's more over here. What's my inventory doing? I'm about filled up, so we're going to call that enough for right now. We're going to work our way back to the camp, get the forge going, and get the charcoal, because you are going to have to burn wood to get charcoal, and the charcoal is going to work to get you your forge going, because you need charcoal and copper to make a piece of copper ingot. So we are going to work our way down. We're going to need some wood, so let's get some wood while we're out here. You notice the game actually picks up everything automatically. It is very nice to be able to do that it does that. You see that there in the ground right behind me? Those are seeds. I believe during the demo mode, you aren't able to do anything with seeds, but I believe there's going to be something involving crops that you can do. Let's see. Hmm. We just have another quest person come up here. Dr. Galen. If you notice right at the start of the series, when you first started up, Dr. Galen was on that ship with you. There we go. We got another quest, which is rescue the crew. I need a bigger boat. So, what we're going to do is, since we unlocked it, we need to make. See where I told you we're going to need clay? Yep. We're going to need to go get some clay. We're going to store up all this stuff in here because, like I said, um, all this transfers over. So we need to go find us some clay. So usually the clays you'll find through here in the woods, closest somewhat between the sand and the grass area. You just have to take a look, keep an eye out. So we're gonna have to go ahead and heal ourselves up. I believe right here, clay. So get our pickaxe up. There we go. See. Try to get as much as we can because we are going to end up using it at some point later on too. So we might as well knock out two birds with one stone. And again, this stuff does respawn after a day or so in game. So get some more of these collected up and then we have 56 of them collected. Oh my gosh, these dodos. See, I wasn't trying to kill you, but you decided to get in my way. There we go. Got that all collected. Let's go back to the camp and get our forge and our clan going, and we should be good to go. Let's go to utilities. Okay, we got that one. Now, and there we go. We got both of those set up. So let's get some charcoal making. See how many we can make. 18 pieces. All right, perfect. So while we're waiting, we do have 207, but we need more charcoal. So we need to wait for the charcoal to produce. So once that's done, it gives me a chance to go through and empty out my inventory real quick. So we do have some more space. See if we can make another storage. Let's go make some rope. It says we can make 5 pieces of rope craft, and we can make the 10 needed. Because if we take a look right here on the side, it says available to be made. Gonna go ahead and take those, make another storage. Those right there. Now we can go through, move a lot of this over. So we had 3 pieces of charcoal. And you get some ash as well, which we'll use that for making gunpowder later once we get the gun unlocked. All right, guys. With this, we're gonna call this right now an episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. How are you guys enjoying this new series? How are you enjoying Windrose? Let me know if something you guys are thinking about picking up. All right, thanks for stopping up. You guys have a great day and enjoy. Bye.